very naughty.
So a lot of bikes have a quick shifter. The new bikes have quick shifters, some of the old bikes as well. But what a lot of the new bikes have as well is an auto blipper. Now, let me try and explain why, if people don't know. If you are in a gear, let's say you're in, I don't know, third gear, doing 4,000 or 5,000 RPM, 5,000 RPM in third. If you want to change down to second, when you release that clutch, your revs are now going to be up around about 6,500, 7,000 RPM. If you do not accelerate or do not have the engine matching your revs, when you bring that clutch out, you are going to engine brake. Now, engine braking is basically the way that the engine slows down. The engine wants to be as low RPM as possible. So if you're at 9,000 RPM and you just come off the accelerator, the bike, it's not gravity that's slowing you down, it's the engine braking of the bike. It wants to get back down to... Right, let's give you an example here of rev matching. I mean, this is not the ideal road to be doing this on, but let's give you an idea of rev matching. I'm doing 5,000 RPM, right? I'm going to keep it at 5,000 RPM. What I'm actually going to do, I want to drop down a gear. See how much engine braking that gave me, dropping down a gear. Now that's the usual way you'd do it. With rev matching, what you want to be doing is when you drop down the gear, and I'll show you here, let's say we're going to drop down the gear, cover the foot brake, and you hear that little rev. First of all, it didn't give me that sudden pushback. It didn't give me that, oh, I've got a fly in my visor, hang on. It didn't give me that urge to stop the bike, I'm going too quick. So that's rev matching. When you're covering that back brake, give a little blip of the throttle, and then you can just release the hounds. You can just release the clutch. Now, I'm going straight over down Tiptree Road. I'm not going to indicate, purely because there's no one behind me. So it's not going to give anyone an advantage. So we're slowing down for this 30. Cover the back brake. But that's all we're doing. We're revving. Ah, itchy. Let's just say we want to slow down for this corner here, right? It's all right. We're changing to a 30. So let's just say we're covering now. So we're blipping in and out of the clutch. Yeah, at the same time we're changing gear. I mean, it's really hard to explain in one movement, but it is one movement that we're doing. We have separate parts to that movement. So the first part is we're going to change the gear, right? So we're going to change down. We're covering the back brake with our right foot to give a visual representation to vehicles behind us that we're slowing down. We are then pulling in the clutch, dropping it down a gear, and releasing the clutch. That's what this side of the body's doing. At the same time as I do, just as I pull in the clutch, I do the quick blip of the throttle on the revs. Yeah. And then I release the clutch. If I release the clutch too slow, the blip that I've done will stabilise and will drop off the revs. And you'll still get the engine braking. If I do it too quick and I rev before I pull in the clutch, I'm going to go, wait, I'm going to speed up. So you've got to do it at the right time. Do it nice and slow. Right. So I'm going to show you how to rev match in slow motion, right? Cover the back brake. clutch in, down gear, rev, and then release clutch. Yeah? Now, what you're doing now, you see the revs dropped off, and that made engine brake. I need to go left here. That made the engine brake. If we do that quickly, so let's just say we are approaching a danger area, we're slow, it's not, you know, we don't have to drastically brake, we're not using the front brake, we cover the brake, and that's how we're rev matching, that's all one go. And then when you've got quite a few gears to go down, we want to rev match there, 2 gears go down, we're going to go another gear down, and we're good to go. There's no sudden jolts or sudden jumps of the bike when you're engine braking, when you're changing in that gear. Is that a long road? I have the opportunity. It's a weird junction, that, because SatNav told me to turn where I did and then turn again, but I'm sure that van behind me pretty much just went straight, so don't know. Bit of a strange one. Oh, I fancy some chips. I might stop and just get some chips. Oh, you know what? I really fancy that. If it's open, I'm going to stop and eat some chips. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good. Stop at the shop, eat some chips. Oh yeah, baby! It's making me excited.